So in this video, we're gonna see what are symbols, and they are a new feature in ECMAScript 6, and they will also create a unique value in JavaScript. So you can create a symbol like this. So we're gonna create const, and we're gonna call, for example, client equals symbol like this. And you can see that we didn't use new because this is a primitive that exists on the language, on JavaScript. You use the keyword new when you want to create a new object. This one is a symbol. So if you console log the client, console log client like this, is going to return a symbol you can see here. So for example, you can add something here, client symbol like this, and this is going to be known as the description. You can see we have symbol, and then we have client symbol. So one of the main features of symbols is that they are always different. Always they are going to be different. So I'm gonna add a comment here, right here. Symbols are always different. So for example, if you console log symbol equals symbol and save this, you are going to get false because the symbols are always different. So let's see symbols in action. We're gonna create a const. We're gonna let first first name is going to be equals to symbol, and then we're gonna add let, and I'm gonna add last name also is going to be a symbol. So now we have two symbols. So let's say that we create an empty object like this, and then we add const person equals to an empty symbol. If you console log person, this is going to be empty. So let's say that we want to attach these symbols into this person. If you add something like person that first name, and this is not going to work, this is going to be empty because there is no way that we are telling that we want to add this symbol into this person. Instead of using this dot, you have to use the square brackets. Square brackets like this. And let's say that we add a value. I'm gonna add my name right here. So save this, and you can see we have symbol and it says Juan. So using this syntax, this is going to attach this symbol into this object. So let's do the same with the last name. And I'm gonna add my last name. So if you save this, you can see we have two symbols inside this object. So let's say that we want to add some standard properties. So for example, we have person, and then we add a dot. And again, we're going to use the same example with the membership. We're going to add a premium. Then we use person and a dot, amount. And let's add, for example, 500 here. Save this, and you can see that now we have something like this. We have the amount, and then we have the membership, and we have the two other symbols. If we want to access these values, you can see, for example, I'm going to add person and I'm going to add membership, and this is going to print the membership. If you add the amount, this is going to print the amount. So if you add, for example, first name right here, it's going to tell undefined. So if you attach a symbol like this, you have to access the symbol using the same code. So it's going to be like this, copy this, and remove everything, the dot included, and you can see now we have Juan. So this is the way that you return the values from the symbol. So let me show you something important. And I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna remove this and save this, and you can see this is printing the amount, the membership, and the two symbols. So let's say that we use an iterator, let e in person, and then we console log, and we're gonna use template or string literals, and braces person at the position e, and you can see this iterator is going to access only the premium and the 500. Is going to access these standard properties. So you cannot access the symbols using a for loop. That's going to be also really important. So as I said earlier, for example, this is going to be the last code using symbols. And you can also add a description. So for example, if you create a let client names equals to a symbol and you pass something here on a string, you can add a client name like this. Then you create an empty object, let client equals to an empty object like this. Let me add some space. And then we attach this symbol into this client object, client, and then square brackets, then the name of the symbol, client name. Let's add something like Peter. And we're gonna test this. So test console log client and save this. And now you can see, and I'm gonna comment this this code. Comment this and comment this also. So you can see that we have a symbol and it says client name. This is going to be the description. This is right here. And we pass the value Peter. So if you wanna access this client name, you can copy this, for example, copy this and paste and add this client name right here. So client name right here, and this is going to retrieve the name of the client. Or if you want to return this description, you can console log client name like this. And then you will have access to the symbol and the description. So the idea of the symbol is that you create a value that is unique. And remember that you cannot access a symbol using an iterator. You have to use the square brackets. And they are going to be a value that is more isolated, separated from the program, but you can attach unique values into an object using a symbol. So in the next video, we're going to continue working with sets. Sets and maps are going to be also an important topic. Let's see this in the next videos.